Hey there, Capricorn. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and get into your energy for the month of February, the last bit of February 2021, okay? Just going to get some oracle cards for you guys. All right. Card coming out. You have time to go. Bottom of the deck, co-create. Under that, you have unfinished symphony, okay? Show me energy for the sign of, I'm going to put these up here a little bit more. Show me energy for the sign of Capricorn, please. Hang on one second, you guys. Cards are falling. Forgiveness coming out in reverse here, okay? Acceptance is also in reverse. Show me for Capricorn, please. Enlightenment. Trust. So what are we having to let go of here, Capricorn? What are we needing to fulfill? You know, time to go, co-create, forgiveness, acceptance. Where are we needing to forgive? Is that more of a situation with ourselves? We have enlightenment here, trust. I can talk about trusting ourselves. Enlightenment comes through that, especially if we have things that we're holding on to regarding forgiveness of the self, not being able to accept the self. You know, how do you co-create with yourself? How do you make things from your sadness? Sadness and frustration are beautiful tools. They create drive and passion when you can get over the depths of them. So let's go ahead and get some cards out here for you guys. Show me energy for the sign of Capricorn, please. Thank you. You have the Prince of Swords here, so the Page of Swords coming out. Show me more for Capricorn, please. Okay. You have the Two of Swords in reverse here. More for Capricorn. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. One more for Capricorn. One more for Capricorn. Okay. Ace of Cups. Strength in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Okay. So, Capricorn, some of you may be dealing with financial frustrations, lack of money, lack of stability, lack of people who you can connect with to help you in that regard. It almost seems like a personal thing. How are we keeping ourselves in that type of energy? How are we betraying our pocketbook? You know, where are you lacking money? Because I feel like it's time to, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I feel it's time to, especially with this card, you guys, I want to say, this Ten of Pentacles is strange. I love it. but it's all roses, it's all hearts, it's more about love. You know, if we do things that bring us, if we do things in our lives that we love, it brings us a different sense of stability. It brings us a different sense of accomplishment. For some of you, this King of Cups energy is, it's like you are within situations that may provide energy, provide foundation with money. With the King of Cups in reverse, it's almost as if like we deny ourselves that. There's some sort of emotional blockage here. Now, for some of you, this may literally be a situation where you are no longer in connection, or a relationship with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person has dissolved, or maybe the connection is kind of tense right now because perhaps the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is antagonistic towards you. You know, that might be also something here. It puts your foundation together in some strange places. Maybe that's the need for forgiveness and acceptance. I'm hearing too with that, and I know I'm jumping all over right now. I'm just kind of going where I feel like I need to go first. With that acceptance and this energy, Capricorn, it almost feels like you do accept this person, but like you maybe don't accept the treatment, or the treatment is out of line, it's unfair, but yet you see the value of the person. You see that they're not completely terrible. It just really puts a strain on your foundation. But it feels here that if there's been emotional confusion about that, if there's been some frustration in regard to how to communicate that, I want to say the gloves are off. So I don't know if you're kind of like biting back in the same way, but you know, the gloves are off and communication is now available, or at least communication is open. The Prince of Swords here too. It can talk about study, being a quick study, but it also, in gathering information, this may be you just kind of monitoring how a person operates in your life, kind of how how you experience them on a day-to-day basis. This is a very emotionally manipulative energy with the King of Cups. It can be somebody that plays on your emotions, you know, kind of sets up situations that they want to prove the foundation between you. So it's like they poke at it, they cause things to come to a frustrating head, essentially. But it's like you're able to see through that in a way that's interesting here. Strength in reverse here for this too. If you are communicating with somebody, I don't feel like it's going to be slow and steady. I feel like sharp, done, you know, this has to be rectified, or this is not happening. We're not going to continue this way. And if you're going to continue it this way, then done, you know. And if that's not to a person in your life, then maybe consider it in regard to how perhaps you give your energy to things that emotionally don't feed you, but they provide you stability. Yet if we did things that emotionally fed us and that utilized our creativity and that allowed us to grow more, we would have a better experience. So there's some aspect in here where it's like we really need to be open to how we can shift our own situation so we experience things in a grander scale. And be honest with yourself with what you want, okay? Now, again, this reading does have the Two of Cups here, so it can talk about love between two people, or it can talk about the love that you have for the things that you do in your life, your purpose, your foundation, your work, what you contribute to. There's a lot of aspect here with that as well, you know, and I'll clarify these too. But yeah, it feels like we've kind of lost patience with the situation, either being the way that it is for so long, and so we have to literally step in and shake it up. This may require you to study more, may require you to have different conversations with people regarding, I feel, the position that you have in work, or the way that you're communicated to in work here with the Prince of Swords. Yeah, with the Eight of the Strength card in reverse. This is talking about being exhausted by a situation, not really having the patience for it anymore. You know, I feel like something is kind of building to a head, and we need to express it here. Okay. the Six of Swords in reverse here too, and the Prince of Wands. This is the Page of Wands in reverse. It's like we are having to stay in situations, or having to not being able to come back to something, or I'm sorry, not being able to leave something because we still don't know enough about it. There's still something that's left unsaid, something that needs to be rectified, something that needs to be changed. Communication may also be a little bit dicey as well. But it's next to this King of Cups here with the Seven of Cups. So it just feels like somebody who's kind of off balance in a way. You know, for some of you too, this is just a long-standing relationship that is over as well. But here it's like we find new love, find new connection here with the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands, you know. And I feel that that's kind of like a separation aspect here from this old energy moving into the new. If you're dealing with a person and you don't have any desire to leave them, but you need to rectify things or correct some sort of communication style, then here is the opportunity to do that. This talks a lot about communication, direct communication, you know. And it's interesting too, because like here we have the Strength card in reverse, okay. Here it's almost looks like the Chariot, you know. It's like we have these two beasts in front of us, you know. It's guiding ourselves. It's moving forward with honesty, truth, and passion, direction, you know. But we have to also tame our inner beast. We have to tame the bullshit that we create in our lives. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I feel like there's multiple dimensions in this reading, but let me get into what I can get into. Okay, so hang on. Things is dropping. Show me time to go. Okay, so time to go. You have the Three of Coins. You have the High Priestess. And you have the Ten of Coins in reverse. It's reversed here as well. Okay, so interesting block. Just Eight of Cups, bottom of the deck. So whatever this is, Capricorn, there has been a loss of foundation here, and it may be due to somebody's either manipulative ways, the ways that they communicate, or the way that they prey upon your feelings and your emotions. Is forgiveness something that can happen here? It's like we're leaving. I feel like you're leaving. I don't feel like somebody's leaving you. I feel like you're leaving. It could be the other way around, but there's been a lack of connection. I also feel like somebody here like blames their spirituality, or blames like their spiritual progression in life. That may be the person that you're dealing with. It's almost as if like they want more chances, but you're not the one to be asking about that. It's more like them needing to ask themselves for change and accountability in their own life, especially in how they choose to connect with people, because it feels like this person may hold a lot inside of themselves, you know. It's like they, I don't know, I don't want to say they use spirituality or something to like prey on people, but maybe that's like their bent or their slant, the way that they express things, like through a lens of spirituality, you know, like they're enlightened or something, but they're kind of a turd. Show me forgiveness in reverse here for Capricorn. Hang on, it's on the floor, Capricorn. Okay, well that's a clear message. So you have the Eight of Coins coming out in reverse, your energy at the bottom of the deck, but the Devil here, it's almost like we're dealing with a snake. The Sun. So whatever illumination you've had about this, it's basically solidifying the action to not put any more effort in this, you know. So that's good. That's empowering. That basically allows you to stand in your own power and dictate your own life. You know, sometimes people don't deserve forgiveness, or maybe they do, but it doesn't mean you have to be with them, you know. This person may also not be accepting of that as well. Show me acceptance in reverse for Capricorn. Hang on, more cards on the floor. Okay, so First card out, you have the Nine of Wands here. Acceptance. This is a lot of protection, self-protection here. Queen of Cups, King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups. So you're likely dealing with a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. This person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but as well that fell out is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and then the Moon. Pisces energy too. Big Pisces energy here for this reading. So with that, you know, the Nine of Wands is about protecting yourself. It's about protecting your beliefs, protecting your stance in things, you know, standing by your word, you know, okay, protecting yourself. The Queen of Cups is generally a card of love, of connection, somebody who wants to just nurture. I don't know if this is somebody now, the way that they're presenting themselves. It's like they may have come off very emotionally disconnected or aloof or manipulative in certain ways, and it's like now they're trying to come off as warm and trying to heal the situation, but it's like because there's a lack of love, there's a loss of connection here, but it's like you're guarded here, Capricorn, or somebody's guarded here. There's too much confusion, deception in this energy. Okay, different deck. Okay. So time to go and co-create. Interesting. So maybe it's not a time to co-create. Look at this card here too. We have this owl in the distance on a wire by itself. It's almost as if like there's an egg under it that can hatch. I know cats eat birds. Not that that's helpful to anybody. Yes, cats do eat birds. The owls talk about wisdom, about what you've grown through within this experience, how you process things, you know. Cheetahs are very fast. They go after what they want. However that process is for you, it is. I'm not going to get too wrapped up in it. Show me the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse. Okay, it's coming out on co-create. The Sun in reverse. Okay, you have the Sun upright here, the Sun in reverse. So, you know, situations regarding people that have been in our lives for long periods of time, or it could, again, be access to our money, the way that we build money here, our foundations. With the Sun, though, in reverse, it's kind of like things are damp and things are dark, you know. There may be situations or communications that are not made available to you with this person here. It feels like this person holds a lot back and it causes situations to falter. Show me the King of Cups in reverse for Cancer. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I keep wanting to say Scorpio, Cancer. Scorpio, Cancer. I'm looking at this King of Cups here. The Emperor. So this can be a very, very strong-willed person, especially when they're coming out in the reverse. It's somebody that intentionally uses manipulation. This person may also intentionally use money in regard to how they kind of rule situations, how they restrict money, how they hold your money, how they affect your money. You know, some of you, again, I want to say for those of you who are dealing with situations where you are not being fulfilled in your work situation, this can talk also about becoming your own boss and doing things in your own way so you have a sense of happiness, so you have a sense of better experience. Show me this Prince of Wands. So we have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse. I'm going to take the top card. The World. So endings, change. If communication isn't able to be fixed with somebody, or if somebody's not accountable for the way that they communicate, how they react to things, how they perpetuate things, if this is an ongoing loop with the Six of Swords coming back to it, negative communication, fiery communication, things that are on edge all the time, somebody that can be deceptive and manipulative in sexual situations as well, but they prey on emotions. the heartache here in this situation is done. I don't know about this forgiveness, you guys. Like, if you want to forgive a person, go for it. But I feel like somebody's really fed up here. And it's more like they're looking at a situation now as like stupid. It's like not even worth my time. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's not even worth my time. Like, and it's not like being like completely broken apart by the energy or the situation. It's almost just like you've been kind of watching this slowly progress, and now it's like, So the world is about endings, finalities, but there's a lot of growth that you can get out of this too. I don't know. I feel like you guys, Capricorn, are being very firm in your position, though. You're very unyielding or unbudging here, which in a way I feel is good, just because it requires you to really tap into your self-worth and your value and put that first, which I think is great, because then we move towards the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. Now, just in a personal sense, this can talk about feeling like things are lifted off of your shoulders. You are enjoying the person that you've become. You know, it's like you've been able to really integrate your energy with something that maybe is different. For some of you, I'm feeling like, okay, so how do I say that? It's like a series of things to say. So it's like, okay, so how you sometimes with people will, it's like you give them the benefit of the doubt, or even if you know that what they're telling you is like a load of bullshit, you'll just kind of watch it, but not say anything, you just kind of keep it in that little, just keep it away. You use that information for later when you need to. And I feel like you sometimes, for some of you, it's like you do that and it's in the purest of intention, because you want to listen to the person, you want to watch them grow. But like, if, and that growth comes through process, it comes through mistakes, but it feels like almost here, Capricorn, like you've seen somebody do the same thing so many times that it's now just kind of like, it's not something that you want to uphold anymore. It's not something that you want to really give to anymore. It's, it's almost as if like you've tried to go the way of the compassionate, and now it's like the other person isn't receptive to that. So when a person isn't receptive to that type of kindness and compassion, then you have to step away. And I feel like that's totally good. Like, I don't know, like sometimes you just don't have to forgive a person, or like sometimes this is just, maybe now is not the time to forgive a person. Maybe they need to sit with that energy so they can grow, It's amazing what happens sometimes when people lose other people because of their actions and behaviors. The King of Cups in reverse can also be somebody that's very heavily into drinking or drugging, or escaping themselves as well, escaping their family, escaping the people that are supposed to be most important, having a very, very self-serving attitude when it comes to that, Oops, hang on. Everybody's falling. All right, show me the Ace of Cups here for Capricorn, please. So you have Temperance and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so, and the Star. So I love this because it really literally is talking about healing, balance. When you move away from something that is literally toxic for you, it gives you such an opportunity to experience more of yourself, to experience the power that it took to actually walk away from that, to experience the compassion and process that compassion that maybe you hold for others, but isn't received well. So it's like, well, I've given you what I can. I've trusted you. I've loved you. I've let you do this and this and this. And there's a time now where it's like we have to separate from the energy. Okay? It brings you balance. Moving away from something brings you greater balance. It brings you satisfaction in who you are, your own personal decisions, and also how you govern and take care of yourself on an emotional level. It's really important here, because it almost feels like in giving to somebody, it's like you start to lose yourself, because now you have to be okay with their inadequacies, their foibles, their inconsistencies, and you see it as something that's like, well, I can forgive them for this, or they're growing through this, or I'm going to be a steadfast person for this person. I'm going to be the back, the touchstone, and the strong one here, because I know that they're dealing with this and this and this. But here, Capricorn, it's almost as if like we're just like, no, I'm done here with this. So show me this King of Wands. Okay. So the first card that popped out, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse here. We also have the Page of Swords the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse here. Okay. A lot of air energy, but this can also just talk about mental energy as well. With the Ten of Swords in reverse here and the Queen of Swords in reverse, this is really telling me that situations that were either very grudgy, that held on to a lot of toxicity, not being able to forgive the past, it's almost as if like we're letting it go. And I know forgiveness is key, forgiveness is helpful, but for some reason in this situation, Capricorn, I don't feel that forgiveness is either warranted at this time or will not be given at this time. It's just time to separate here, or time to separate yourself from that energy. You can't facilitate any more growth for a person, especially if they pull themselves and you into the same situations over and over again without any accountability for their actions. So there is no opportunity being given. There is no movement forward. You know, this person needs to study themselves in their life. I don't think it's your responsibility to be the catalyst for that all the time. And the Queen of Swords in reverse, you know, it's like, how can you let go of that? You know, it's a very frustrated behavior, but it's also asking us here with this Ten of Swords in reverse to really step away from maybe grudges or holding on to things, step away from not letting go of the past. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, she has a very difficult time letting go of the past, you know, and it's become frustrating to the point now where we have to get ourselves out of this energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. So new direction, new choice, a new beginning. But here again, we have this King of Wands. So in a relationship sense, as far as, you know, you letting go of something completely different, this can talk about, I'll say it in two different ways. It can talk about you moving towards something that you're incredibly passionate about, especially when it comes to job, success, money. I feel that that's, whatever this is, it's been lacking your personal stamp of energetic impression on it. It needs to be infused with that for some of you, and it fulfills you in a very, very deep way, balances you out, and it's wonderful. For some of you, this is communication between you and another person after this subsides, you know, and it doesn't happen immediately, but it's like you get some distance, you get some space, especially from what you've learned about the situation in person, and you're able to move forward. And some of you may be connecting with a fire sign, you know, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it can be, and it can be somebody that is very welcoming, handsome, talkative, very, very good communication, somebody that gets up and goes, you know, they're very forthright in how they, you know, take on their life, how they take on their responsibilities, and like they enjoy the action and endeavor of creation. And if this is not a person that you're dealing with, then that's something that we need to infuse in our life a little bit more, you know. So let me go ahead and get one for this Two of Cups. Is that the deck? That's not the deck. Is that the deck? Oh God. Ugh. Which one? All right. Sorry, guys. Do that. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking come on. Okay. That's what we're doing. Thank you for your patience. Show me the Two of Cups, please, for Capricorn here. I keep wanting to say Scorpio, too. I don't know why. I just keep wanting to. All right, Capricorn, for the Two of Cups, you have vulnerability in reverse. Be emotionally opened. Karmic partner at the bottom of the deck here, okay? Difficult soulmate reactivity generates karma. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here, too. Like some sort of strange communication dynamic in regard to, like, triggering issues, reactivity, reactive person here. The way that they operate is very strange. The Two of Cups here, that may be a mask. You know, sometimes when we have a lot of pain in our lives, sometimes when we have, you know, we're clouded by alcoholism or drug addiction or whatever it is, it's like we can not allow ourselves to step into vulnerability, you know? So that lack of vulnerability may have cost them their relationship with you or you with somebody else. It feels like that's, in essence, what's happening here. But also, too, with karmic partner, you know, this is meant to be. This was for your growth, for your benefit, and also for the benefit of the other person. If they're able to see that eventually, it feels like they're kind of lost in something right now. Okay, so I do want the dragons. Little dragons, show me the King of Cups in reverse for Capricorn. You have the Ace of Wands and Death. So yeah, letting this person go gives you the opportunity for something completely different, especially if in job situations too, I want to say for some of you, I feel this reading is dual fold or twofold. Like for some of you, this is literally doing things that you want to do to create better, to have more creativity in your work experience. It's like whatever this is draining you. And for some of you, this is relationship stuff, where it's like letting something go, allowing it to completely be rid of it with Death card, transforms to the opportunity of new things where you can start to utilize your creativity, your direction, your drive, you know, allowing that to happen. It feels like it's ready to happen already. So I don't know, man. I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys. Yeah, I mean, give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more on this King of Wands and Ace of Cups, please, for Capricorn. Show me the King of Wands and the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so Capricorn, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. I feel like this is that, like a miracle and a blessing. I feel that that's important here. Bottom of the deck, true love. You know, it's interesting when we purge certain things out of our lives, the things that come into our lives to replace that void. The universe doesn't like a void. It will fill it. It just fills it with what your energy is resonating with at the time. So I feel here, it almost feels like a relief to be away from a person. And when you feel relief, you feel rest. When you feel, you know, or you, whatever it is, relief, rest, whatever it is, it feels better than what this was. And I feel like that vibration is there to also help assist pull in this other person into your life. So it's almost like they're ready to come in, you know. And again, it's not going to be an instantaneous thing, but it feels like the progression is there for something really nice to happen in the future for you. So nice. All right. I hope this is helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate, there's a link in the description box below. It helps me a lot. And I'm not taking personal readings at this time. But yeah, I talk to you later. Bye.